Well, his skill set is prototypical leadoff guy, right? He has the ability to steal 30-plus bases. He's a gap-to-gap guy, especially once he hits a base hit to right field. He can turn it into a double. He can score from first. With these big hitters that are coming up behind him, he's the ideal guy to have in that leadoff spot. Even when DJ LeMahieu was healthy and we envisioned DJ leading off, it was because of the at-bats that he could give you. Well, Volpe's giving you those kind of at-bats, plus the addition of having that kind of speed, game-changing speed that the Yankees lacked just a year ago. One of the reasons why he made the team. And he didn't disappoint, right? He had a bunch of stolen bases last year, showed what he was capable of doing, and now that he's playing with a bigger level of comfort all throughout the line, no matter where you put this guy, you know he's going to be able to handle himself, handle his at-bats, and know what he has to do to help this team win.
Yeah, I think the Yankees have got options. And so if Volpe ends up being the leadoff guy the rest of the way, yeah, I could see it. We know what he is as an offensive player, and we know the approach up at the plate. And I think Boone hit upon something there at the end of that interview when he answered the question, which I think kind of sets Volpe apart from other prospects that came up with the Yankees, is that you're not worried about Volpe in between the ears. And I think that says a lot. Like, we talked about the comparisons to Derek Jeter. Listen, Anthony Volpe's not 6'3", right? He doesn't have the athletic ability of Derek Jeter, right? So he's a smallish kid, grew up in Watchung, New Jersey. I think, though, in between the ears, I think is where separates Volpe and why the Yankees were so ecstatic about what he potentially could be for this team long term. Listen, the reason why he gets number 11 is because there was no single digits left and available, right? So he gets number 11. The Yankees, passed on a number of shortstops over the years because they thought this guy was going to be the long-term solution. And he was pretty good year number 1. He's been special year number 2. And I would not think moving up to leadoff is going to affect him in any negative way, despite the numbers from a year ago.
Yeah, and the other thing you got to remember is that first year in the big leagues, you're listening to a lot of people about what to do, how to do it, what kind of hitter you should be. He went back again. We go back to the chicken parm dinner with Austin Wells. But I think it's well beyond that. It's about making adjustments. And he saw the league make an adjustment to him. So now when you saw him in spring training, you saw the swing was a little bit different, something he worked on in the offseason. And he didn't just veer away from it when it didn't work and he went 0 for 3 one game. He continued to work and say, you know what, this is going to play out in the long run for me. Yeah. And so far, so good.